Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trackmania in 2026. This might be the biggest year for the game with everything that's been announced and this huge update that just dropped. There's new game modes like the weekly Grand Track, and there are 4 new environments which we will now see in the new Winter 2026 campaign that drops in just 10 seconds. Oh my god, what a screenshot! It's like the Northern Lights. This is stunning. Guys, let's hop in. Winter 2026-01. Start the green timer. This campaign is gonna look very different from all the ones we've had before. We're hoping to see a lot of things, but not a white screen. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know what just happened. We are in. We're hoping to see a lot of things. We're hoping to see the new blocks and the new environments here. This is the... what do they call it? The... white something? Misty white? I don't know what they call it. But yeah, you have new blocks here, new visuals. Like if you look out to the water here, we zoomed in on this and it's actually really high detail. All the stuff, the new trees. This looks like a really cold, like January day. You got the northern lights in the sky. It's stunning. It's really nice. The white shores, yeah. But the track itself, rather simple, and that I think is okay. Because there's gonna be a lot of new people getting into Trackmania, and you don't want to overwhelm them with too much at once. But I will, in this video, try to break down how I try to beat all the author times, so if you guys are trying yourself, I can give you some tips. So here you should know that after you touch snow, when you go back to road, your car will steer more, because you have icy tires. You can use that to your advantage by straightening out the car and then steering more the second you're on the road. That's really the goal for the first one. You can also try to jump, you know, more towards the steep part of the downhill. And especially here, landing in this downhill on the right will be crucial to gain time. I'm gonna go next for now, but we beat Author Mellow by 4 seconds. That one shouldn't be too hard for most players. Next one, 02. They're really doing the same theme of like 1 grass, 1 dirt, 1 road, but now they can do them in each environment. Look at this, guys. Completely different visual for an official campaign. Oh, and with the water too. I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. It's beautiful. This is the... no, this is Valley, I think, not Lagoon. The Valley environment has a bit more, like, dark trees. In Lagoon, we'll really see it's like a tropical beach. It's like Brazil. But this is more European landscapes. Really, really nice, though. Here, I would say, try to not steer too much on the grass. And, you can try to learn air brakes here. Air brake in the downhill to stop the car's rotation. Simple, clean, cool map. Kinda nervous how it will play on console. Yeah, if we have some console players in the chat, let us know, right? How it works for you guys. Map 03, some canyon dirt. Okay. I like the industrial, like, construction type thing with these bars on the canyon. They did that for Trackmania 2 Canyon as well, and it looks really nice. But the textures are also just better than Trackmania 2 Canyon. Like, we showed the difference earlier, for example, the canyon trees from then to now. So to get the author medal here and to drive a clean run, you want to try to have clean gear shifts. So once you're in 4th, you can do a little bit of a speed slide up the hill. And then here, oh, cam froze. That's not something you want to think about. Because then, how are you going to drive fast if you're thinking about that? You try to prevent the car from sliding up the last hill, and then you can get a better time. Let's go to the next one. 04, now this is Lagoon. This is absolutely Lagoon. You have white mountains, and palm trees, and beaches, and sausage road, apparently. This looks like a wave. This, yeah, I like this. It's so clean. Simple but clean, like the aesthetics. It looks like you're just surfing a wave while driving. And you have some reactor memes in the ending, okay. I did notice there, maybe a small visual bug. Like, I think the reactor flames disappear. But thoughts, guys, like... I think this is super nice. Like, all I... Oh, I tabbed out on accident. All I wanted with this game is that it should look super vibrant and... Yeah, so that's the visual bug. Lots of things at once. All I wanted with Trackmania 2020 is that it had this, like, vibrant, fun, arcadey feel. And you boot up and see these, like, super cool landscapes that you can race in. And this is incredibly beautiful. This is really nice. Alright, gonna do one more. I do want to say here, you can air brake as you're leaving the road, and you get a much faster reactor flight. This was 0.7 faster in that segment alone. Presente with 1,000 bits says good luck, Corgi, for the good luck, Corgi bits for the new update. Hope you have lots of fun. I am having a blast so far, but that might change in this very moment. No, just kidding, guys. I feel like Nadeo are gonna teach us a lesson here in gratitude. We weren't grateful for the alt cars, so now we don't get the fun alt cars. This, guys, if you're new, I highly recommend doing one thing. I know you're on keyboard. Go to controls and head down to where it says action slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And bind action key 2, 3, and 4. Those will limit your steering range. So if I press action key 2, I'll now steer 40%. And that's quite good for the rally car. Like, you don't need to steer more than this, and I can be more precise. And then desert car, maybe action key 3, maybe action key 4. You can do full steer for desert too. And then snow car, you're back to action key 2 or 3 for simple keyboard gameplay. So just making things a bit easier. Action key 3 maybe for snow. I'm gonna get it exact for you guys. Sorry, I'm struggling. Struggling. Action key 3. It's between 2 and 3, so you're gonna have to tap the steering. You refuse to touch an action key. That's also understandable. That's also understandable if you don't want to use them. But it does help. And they're completely allowed and used at the pro level, so... You choose your own adventure in Trackmania, your own experience. That is author time. Let's go to the next one. 06. Oh, this is the one from the banner. Yeah, this is the one from the banner. My god, man. That is the brightest panel of all time. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, it pops. It really pops. Really cool stuff. Let's take a look. These are the downhill blocks that were added last patch. Here on these turns, you always want to go on the outside, with very few exceptions. Drive up the outside of it. Downhill, a bit to the right. And there we can do some tricks. Okay, cool. So, let's go through it. That was still author time, but if you want to improve your time further, try to straighten out the car over the snow so you keep third gear. Stay on the outside up this banking. I think you try to jump and land on top of this hill. You do a small drift around here. And then here, no air brake. Because it's gonna let you skip more penalty snow. And so although it looks awkward, you're skipping more of the penalty. And therefore, you go faster. I got a new seasonal skin, and we gotta add this one, guys. We gotta add the new seasonal skin. Because they look stunning this time around. I already have the gold skin. Let's add the gold skin. These ones looked really cool in the picture, so we can take a look. Map 07. They look like Esports cars. The Prestige skin. I like it. Gold Prestige. Alright, let's see. 07. We have what seems to be a beginner tech map. So this may be place you first learn drifting. Maybe you already know, and you're here to smurf on the new players. Up the hill, that's kind of cool turn combo. Wow, I wonder if you can... Okay, I don't think you can make it further. That's pretty crazy. I was gonna say, if you can jump even further down that hill, you might get less airtime. Not that many drifts here, actually. It is a bit of a hard start to full speed. You have a 180-degree drift here, followed by a short drift to get onto the road. And then, yeah, carry speed. Nothing too crazy. Air brakes will help you a lot in the ending to avoid disaster. So I like that. Auto time seems easy. I think they do want the auto times on the easier tracks to be easier and the harder ones to be harder. That seems to be the, like, philosophy that gives most people something to play for. It's like a green auto medal will be significantly easier than a blue, and a blue will be easier than a red, and so on, but that makes you feel genuine progression. I don't know. The less grass you touch, the faster you go. Cool track. Do we have a real 08? A real down... It doesn't look like it. Did Nadeo really not want to shitpost in their new update they worked a year for? I don't get it. I don't get it. No memes? Come on, loosen up a little bit, Nadeo. You know, like, we see you. You have all these blocks. You have 25 tracks to show them with. Could have shown off the downhill blocks. I mean, this is a cool map, and it will, of course, help with the ranked map pool that you have more variety if you spend one map slot for AO8, which people don't want in ranked. It kind of limits everything you can do. They're using the steep uphill a lot. I'm really curious what people think of this block, because in Nations Forever, this was the only dirt uphill block you had. But it's actually very difficult to drive, I think, when you're new. So, one thing I'll say about dirt is you can always release, and sometimes it's actually quite fast to release. This is not a full speed game mode, so if you see yourself about to go too wide, just release. Like here, if you're approaching this, no one's forcing you to full speed it. I'm releasing 3 times in the entry. Here I'm releasing, but it's actually faster than full speed. Like, it's a surface where you don't have to hold accelerate all the time. That might help for control and for speed. 09, we are in the Lagoon environment and we have a night map. Ooh, I'm seeing a loop in the distance. Look at that, the visual of it. Wait, this has the remake, no? Isn't this a remake? I swear I've seen this. Not of like a stadium map. I was thinking of a Lagoon campaign map. I was getting vibes of well, it's a bit I was getting vibes of watching Eddie's records in Lagoon. I looked at so many records when we were doing that. And there's one map which looked a lot like this, but it could be something else. Clean, simple, full speed map. Here you can wiggle actually, guys. On the plastic you can wiggle for more speed. And don't fail the last turn. Grass stays on your tires? Does it? Wait, let's look. Does the grass stay on the tires? Oh, on the track you mean? Yeah, so like you actually lawn mow the grass when you drive over it. We saw that. But it actually stays that way. That's cool. You set up on the left side here. That makes the turn easier. And then here. Cool, cool. So now driven 3 times through that segment, and we can actually see the racing lines I've taken. I like that. I like that a lot. Good spot, guys. We have map 10. It has 2 laps. An Enduro track. Perhaps to get, you know, the player base a bit familiar with this. This is the last track that you get to play in the free-to-play portion of the campaign, so... multi-laps will be a thing for this one. We can also play the weekly Grand and the weekly Grand Enduro races, free-to-play. So do check those out, guys, if you run out of material after these maps. You also have ranked, which should be cool. Cup of the Week is paid, as far as I know. So here, I mean, not too much to think about except drifting. The first portion is full speed. I'm seeing that it's a long turn, so I know long turn means less brake, but perhaps you could even full speed it. Here I'm drifting and then I'm releasing actually, because I would be too fast otherwise. Drift into release. Drift here, let go just about when you think it's correct. It's hard to give advice for these kind of things because it's a lot of feeling, but always steer for about half a second before you press brake to initiate a drift. And then let go of brake when you think you can clear the rest of the turn at full speed. Guys, that is the first 10. Quite the unlock. And now, what's interesting is that the next 10 tracks we're playing are also tracks you can see in the Cup of the Week. So every one of these upcoming tracks we could get in Cup of the Week. And we would then be playing knockouts on them. So I think that's gonna be interesting. Like, this could be a knockout track. So maybe they've been designed with that in mind, to be a bit more competitive style. Like, I'm expecting less memes on these tracks than previous campaigns. Oh, we have a very, very cool ice track. Simple but cool. And a risky fin, right? This seems like they've thought about that. You first have a ramp cut here, which lets you land with more speed into the first ice slide. Here, counterintuitively, I think you just drive straight up at the exit to not slide. And then here you can ice speed slide, but hard angle to get. That's just an ice slide at a specific angle. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What was the most controversial change in Trackmania? I think the ice physics update. The very first one. Guys, this is map 12. This one has a lot of records already, because it was leaked a little bit early, this one, but we're gonna finally check it out. We've gotten to spectate it, now we're gonna see it. It's reminiscent of map 6 from last campaign, or yeah, somewhere around there, but very clean. Again, first try auto time by about 2 seconds, so the medals are a lot easier so far. Maybe the black track auto medals will be insane. But here you can land a bit sideways instead of drifting. You can also release to have more speed for this part. Land sideways, control the car through the curve. And here I would actually recommend disabling your splits. So that corner for everyone, regardless of skill level, is going to be rather blind. So here's a pro tip. If you go into controls and you find the key that says show hide interface, bind this to a button you can press. I have it on Z. And then if you press that, everything disappears. So now if you pass through a checkpoint, the splits are no longer blocking your view. Little pro tip there. Map 13. Let's take a look. Dirt in the canyon environment again. Oh, and I really like the parts where we're not driving on regular road. I wish there was a full off-road track, actually. It's like seeing this, places on the ridge of the canyon, like on the top, and have us just like drive a balancing part across, you know? Like something crazy like that. I'm on the road, but I'm seeing all the stuff outside. That's where I want to explore, you know? I just realized we are in a YouTube video. Maybe. Maybe we are. We're just enjoying the moment. That tends to be what makes for the best videos. And then you just see what comes of it. Hard speed check here, wow. Like, this one is pretty tricky. This one is pretty tricky. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out, because if you get a bump there, it's actually a little difficult to beat the auto time. Oh yeah, you need outside turn on the other one. Okay, you can go full inside here. And then here you can jump, again nose down, to bump a bit over the penalty sand. And here go very far outside. So that with speed, you now jump up here. That is a very hard jump for beginners. It's gonna take some attempts to get it right, but you see it gains like a second. Set up on the outside here. Try to go smoothly up onto the outside over here. Straighten out the car. A little bit of speed sliding, and that's the map. Cool. Alright, map 14. Lagoon again. Oh, and the sunset. The sunset here is very nice. Pink sky, I like that. Difficult first drift. This seems pretty clear. Yeah, stuff like this. With the waypoint light pillars, I like it. Maybe this is the type of map where the more runs you do, the easier it will be to do that downhill, because you will have cleared all the grass out. What's this? Oh yeah. Kind of Trackmania turbo-like finish. Hello, I'm the Trackmania beginner Virtual's talking about. Type 1 if you're a Trackmania beginner. Taking down all the notes. Maybe you're not taking notes, you're just gonna go back to the YouTube video to check, but I think about you guys, you know, like, I don't take it for granted. I'm a nerd, and that's okay. And through that, I can teach some stuff that I've learned over the years of being a nerd. So that you guys with regular lives playing Trackmania 1 to 2 hours a month can still get your author times. This is the second run I did here, and I still didn't beat author time. So this one is harder than most. So let's go through it. You need to get a clean drift up and down that hill. Afterwards, here I would angle left as you're exiting the loop. And you want to stay on the left of the grass. Drive a shorter distance on penalty, and you gain a lot of time. In this uphill, we set up a bit wide. That was too wide, but the idea still remains that when you go through this, you're now much faster for the entire ending part. Oi, 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 oi. Oops. Really important on that drift, guys, that you just stay in the platform in the downhill. Doesn't matter so much what happens in the uphill, because you're slowing down anyway. But in the downhill, you have to remain on the grass. For speed. Preservation. Cool, and then through. Early to the left in the loop, apparently. And then you beat author time. So 14 is the first proper challenge for advanced players. Map 15, again we have Multilap. Yeah, they really want to introduce this concept. 3 laps here, guys. So we have a booster in the start, and then on subsequent laps, we're not gonna grab the booster, I think. Back in the stadium. And around the pillar, okay. Always try to also, this is the biggest one. This is the biggest one. If you take away one thing from your, like when you're starting play Trackmania, have it be this. Look up from the car. Don't look at the car. You can look at the car when you're watching videos, but when you're playing, you gotta lift your vision, right? I'm looking into the distance. I'm looking at the arrow, that's where you should aim. Now I saw this pillar, you see that with the arrow? so you can go to the right of it. But you gotta lift your vision. The car is really nice and colorful and in the middle of the screen, but if you look at the next corner, the next obstacle, the next jump, and so on, you'll gain a lot of time without even knowing how it happened. That is a piece of advice. So now we're getting faster every lap. I might not beat author time here, first run. With the mishaps that happen, I actually hope I don't beat author time. Or this one is not too difficult. Yeah, I'm missing 5 seconds. Which is daunting, right? But lots of things happened that went wrong. So, you can reduce airtime here and not crash that corner. And that's already like 2 seconds. Maybe more. Yeah, that's 2. This transition here alone is 1 second. Due to exit speed. So that's 3. And then decent drift, and we'll try to do the same the next lap. But now we can go even earlier, full no airtime. We already have 5th gear, so this is massive speed. That's 4 seconds with a 4-4-4-4-4 checkpoint. Did you see that? That's rare. That's very rare. I always like when you get funny checkpoint numbers. Oh, wait. I wonder if the best players are going to be able to skip the engine off here. We are 6 seconds ahead. No scares for author time, I don't think. Just go wide. Play it a bit safe. And we secure the author medal. It looks a bit far to skip it, but who knows? I get a 134. Suits me. And we level up the bronze skin. Alright. First 15 tracks done. Let's check out the red series. On the red tracks, we have a sip of the red. We take a look. Ice again. 2 ice tracks, 1 campaign. We are getting spoiled. Spoiled, I tell you. We've had entire seasons before with 0. 0 real ice tracks. Okay, but this is awkward because it's my first run. Ice, as you may hear Trackmania streamers blabber about, is a lot about the gears you're in. Each gear has a different property of how you should drive. Things you should think about. Typically, you don't need to know all the rules all at once. You just need to know what to focus on a specific map. So here, let's think. 3rd gear in the start. If we can preserve that, that's very good. We have 4th actually. Yeah, okay. So when you're in 4th gear on ice, you essentially have slide out protection. You have like a shield where it's very hard for the car to slide out. 2nd gear, however, is scary. But you land in 3rd, so it's fine. Okay, and the author medal is a little bit more forgiving than the other ones, but this will still be hard for people that are not used to ice. This map is forced camera 1, really? Oh, there's nothing else you'd want to do there, maybe, so. 17, the next one. The author medal here might be harder. Oh, dude, this is flashbacks to, like, Trackmania Valley, no? Driving on this, like, construction site kind of vibes. Wow. Oh my god, this is such a cool aesthetic, though. Like, driving on these narrowed paths. Yeah, I'm really with this. I like this a lot. Up here somewhere. Okay. Brutalist? Yeah, Valley had a lot of that. Like this concrete stuff. And they even had plastic walls, which might get used for the top records. That's the safe path. You're supposed to jump up there. Guys, type 1 if you think you can make that jump. Oh! Yeah, alright. I hope I wasn't the only one. I need my editor to go and check if other streamers also fell for that one. I can't have been the only one, right?
A long track. 55.79, okay.
And into finish, okay.
Ah, finish, let's see, okay. Alright, cool map.
Okay, watch out for the hole at the finish line.
Sick, bro.
That might be a drift.
The hole again, bro.
Really cool mappy.
That's mad. I don't mind this. This is alright.
Okay.
Bro, so many holes, bro.
And there's a hole. There's a hole in the road. Who would put that there?
Okay. It's a bit hard to see in the start. I use camera 3 there. Camera 1 works, it's just when you don't know where the obstacles are. Maybe that's nice. And then it went up on some grass. Oh, here. And yeah, catching this platform early is probably an important thing because huge speed for the next section. Now we go up the grass. Oh, and you can keep 4th, wow. Okay, that's cool. And then you jump up there. I mean, you make it by about 20 speed clearance. And author time, okay. That was only by 0.7. You do need to get familiar with the route and you need to dare. Like, to dare to full send. Map 18. Canyon, no, sorry, yeah, Canyon. Up to the ring. Is this the off-road map from the trailer? There was one where they were driving on ridges, but I don't know if that was just for the visual or if it was actually what we are in for. Whew. Definitely more off-road themes here though. And this could again be like cup of the week, knockout track, where Alcon would win, just saying, if he doesn't play the pro division, which I'm guessing he will. Oh, okay. Unique. Uh-huh, we saw this. Force camera 3. Until here. Baited. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Red boosters again. Very likely to get no drifts here with the transitions. Pro divisions, yeah, so in the cup of the week you have 2 divisions. You have the people playing red and blue tracks. And then you have the top players. They play the Elite Cup, they call it. A strong author time, we gotta say. Or maybe I just had a bad start. That's huge, that game. With a little bit of a bump across the penalty. But yeah, guys, what's your goals for the season? Are you playing at all? Are you trying to get author times? Are you trying to get golds? Are you just watching cozy throughout the winter? I am trying to secretly influence you guys to check out the game over time. Everyone starts out as just a viewer. Trust me, like it's the pipeline, you know? Oh, I'm just watching. Yeah, no, this game looks cool and all, but I'm doing other things. And then you try, and then you sit up for 10 hours trying to beat a gold medal. Feel called out? No, but Yeah. It's not a call out. It's more of a. I'm grateful that you guys are sharing interests with me. We now have the same interests. Before, our only shared interest was perhaps pyramids or our lack of liking updates. Oh my god, what a jump. Yeah, this feels so much like the, not just visually, right? But the aesthetics of like Trackmania Turbo. I instantly think of Trackmania Turbo, the Trackmania console game from 10 years ago. And I like it, I really like it. Like a modern Trackmania Turbo. They have very, I can tell you, very deliberately built the maps to resemble that style. These huge quarter pipe jumps over the mountains, for example, I mean that's... I think they were given like, replicate Trackmania Turbo as best as you can as a challenge. And I like it. It's beautiful. Drove a run here to get familiar. Now we can try to optimize. So how low can you go? Like, well, lower than this, but the world record is gonna like trace the edge of the mountain all the way, I think. This did have some strategy potential, I thought. Wait. And then here we release early to slow down. And then again, low over the mountain. I like that that bar is there. That kind of gives you a good visual reference for how you want to aim. And if you're flying too far or not. Author time here, quite forgiving, but the jumps are hard, so it makes sense. So far, a very good campaign. Well, I was gonna say it looks like sausage tech, but no. Instead we have what seems to be like a miniature map. Like a very compact track. With some reuse going on in the middle here. Classic bounce? Okay. Reactor boost has been placed. Guys, take bets. Will the reactor boost be abused in the world record in 3 months' time? That's multi-lap. It's 4 laps. Wow, I just realized. I didn't understand why the map was so small, but it's 4 times the length. So all the last tracks of each color, each flag is multi-lap. I typically do not like that idea. We can reset. Try to get author time. I typically find that it becomes too predictable with the multi-laps. Like in Trackmania 2 they did this for every 5th track. But I do like, in general, having a couple of multi-laps here and there. I think it's something they have slept on a bit. You can definitely get some kind of crazy bump over the penalty. And here, just to see, I thought it was road to the left, but it's just snow. Bro, they're gonna no stand. Yeah, I think the world record strategy here, guys, is gonna be some crazy, like, balancing on your nose across the grass to preserve way more speed. Because, like, look, I might throw the run by doing this, but if I don't air brake until very late, do you see that? 112 more speed. And then you just repeat that 4 times. Because you're not getting slowed down by penalty. Do we try it again? I suppose. Ah, that wasn't that good. But it's still probably faster than not doing it. At this point, my splits have bugged out from me not getting further into the track. I don't know if I'm on pace or not. We'll just have to see what the final time is. This is the last lap, and it was 2:04 to beat. Okay. I think it's close. No, actually we should have it. Bye. Oh, Okay, don't jinx it. I think by 2 seconds. Okay. Nice. A bit of a hard one, but if you go for that air brake trick, it'll gain a lot. You need to be brave. Yeah, you need to delay the air brake as long as possible. Okay, guys, so this is like the moment of truth for Trackmania Esports 2026. If these tracks are good, then I think the system they're doing works. If they're too easy for the pro players, I'm skeptical. Basically, the 5 black tracks that we see here are going to be the ones that they're playing to qualify for all the big tournaments. Each map is designed to like represent a country so that they're distinguishable from one another. So this is the China track. And this is the one we saw in the trailer, which has Bicycle, this ice identity. But yeah, the visuals on these tracks are extremely cool. Like, these are so nice. It's such a fun art style too, with these billboards. The Brazil one looked really vibrant. Look at this, guys. The pandas in the garden, by the mountain, the bamboo. We're gonna check it out. The scenery is fantastic. The map is 1 minute in length. Is it hard enough? Also, even the road border has like this cool... Look at that, it looks like it's on fire. Okay, I'm a fan of that. Huh, maybe some outside line stuff going on there. So far, very easy. So far, very easy. Ice, okay. And if you guys want to watch the esports, they're playing the first Elite Cup on this on Valentine's Day, February 14th. That's when the first point in the esports circuit will be earned. I don't know why Nadeo planned it this way, but they did. I guess they just. Oh yeah, here's bicycles. You turn around. Grab the ice at the very end, the booster. That's when you'll get the most speed from it. Well, and then to the road. So I think they held accelerate and brake here was the strategy to slow down efficiently. Okay, I'm going way too fast. And then turn around and... Strong AT, guys. Strong AT. But you know what I like at the very minimum? The driving might be like more simple, right? But as a viewer, you can actually see where the track goes. If you look at the esport maps from 2025, you have no idea as a new player to tell what's gonna happen next. Because the route just is like a random jungle of things. So that I like about this. We get a 109.90. But yeah, guys, if you're trying to get all campaign author times, this might be a hard season to do it. It's not too insane of an author time, the 108, but it requires a clean run on this in the ending there with the boosters. Here I would actually almost neo slide to ensure the drift. Okay. I've gained 0.4 and I need... Oh, you can stay low there. I probably would want to change the camera for future runs. No, my impression is I like this. Of course, I'm not gonna have to play and compete on this, but I really like this. Visually, I like this. I think it'll make for a good show. What do you guys think? We get the author time, not too much struggle. It's a good map. Let's check the next ones to get a full perspective. France in 2026, okay. Some French flags. And the start is unique. It's not like a replica of something, but the ending of this one was a replica of Halfpipe. One of the first competitive maps in this game. I like the colors. Red, white, and blue stands up there. Oh, and look at this. Nice, the old castle. Onto concrete. Full speed through this, surely. I love this road. Whatever this road is, I hope it's an official block now. It probably is. The chef. Wait, we gotta take a look at some of those pictures. Oh, it is Halfpipe, yeah. Here's the ending of Halfpipe. Judge, you think of the 5 gifted subs? Thank you so much. Appreciate you supporting the stream. But that was only... No, this is all Halfpipe. Like a shortened version of it, or? Yeah, this is all Halfpipe. So here, I remember casting Riolu competing on this map against the others in the Grand League the first season. And then up here, and... Oh, no Risky Fin, okay. Did they cook, guys? We got the brie and the croissant, and I mean, I think they cooked. I thought he was in a phone call at first, but he's tasting. It's like, why is he calling in the kitchen? No, he cooked. They're definitely harder than regular black tracks, I would say. So, they are more difficult than before. But... are they difficult enough? I can't tell. This is a very strong author time too. Gotta... and that dirt turn, gotta go a bit later. Risk-reward balance, yeah. And you know, like, even... so here's the thing I will say as well. This is the first campaign where they're changing this and really trying this format, right? They don't have to get it perfect the first time around to show that the concept works. And so if there are tweaks, you know, by the players and the player base as a whole, like there's surely things they can tweak. But the direction that they're heading in with it, I think, is overall correct and very good. Here, guys, you have to release, by the way. I did this kind of on autopilot because it's a feature of a map that I've already played, but yeah. You gotta release to land in the dirt road so that you can do the next part clean. And here, not sure if we're gonna see it in matches or not, but yeah, Neo sliding might be good. And then as low as you can go for each one. And we get off time, just barely. At this far into the campaign, you kind of just have to grind to get them, I think. But try to get all the lines correctly with outside dirt and what have you. USA 2026, okay. We're in the canyons. With the Statue of Liberty. Alright. No ice on this track? No. Don't think there's any ice here, guys. Don't think, haven't spotted any ice yet. That's crazy. Terrible. But this is so hard. I mean, there is the bobsleigh. In my brain, they're counted differently. I know that's stupid. Yeah, there is ice. Okay. Huge jump. I think I like it. Trackmania has the Hollywood sign? Wait, that's so cute. I mean, that's really nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. Uh-oh. There is ice. Oh my, this is so difficult though. So here you have to do the ice dirt flick. But like the line is very strange. Oh, the moon landing is here. Okay. That's one of their landmarks. This is the identity, I take it. This is also... Oh, trying to remember that map. I don't remember. I think it's old. Maybe it's new. 20th Century Fox and you have TM Nadeo. It's a cool sign. Are they trying to say it was fake? I don't think they're they really focused on the moon landing conspiracy when making this map. If they just wanted to highlight things you think about for each country. There we go. We also have the lightsabers again marking where the safe edges of the path are. I think that's nice for aiming. Land in the downhill drift. I mean, this map looked more complex as well on a first drive, but now... Yeah, that turn is, but... Okay, they will learn that. So I'm sorry if, like, I've completely changed my focus from the beginners to the pros now, but I'm so curious for the entire esports circuit this year. Like, we basically don't know how it's gonna play out, right? We just know there's a ton of changes, and this is one of them. This is the esport tracks, so that's what's occupying my brain when playing this. I think an Egyptian map though could give such cool visuals too. Like, it's a very easy country to make all these cool references for, you know? Because it's not just the pyramids, you have temples, you have the statues of Ramesses and so on. You have the Sphinx, you have the River Nile. A lot of things you can point to and create something cinematic. Okay, 0.1 ahead of the run that crashed down here somewhere. Yuck. Now I need a very good run. And I got a decent one. 200s ahead, guys. Whew. That is not easy. Of course, like, the top times are still gonna be 2 seconds ahead of what I just did. There is room to improve. But, yeah. It's a hard author medal. Brazil. Okay. This map I was so excited for in the trailer. If you guys don't know, I've lived in Brazil and been there several times. I lived there as a kid for half a year. And this, like, aesthetic with the trees and the colors, and it's bringing back some memories. Some long forgotten memories. Wet plastic though was not part of that, like, reminiscing. Wet plastic is not what I think about when I think about Brazil. I think about the beaches and the bumpy roads and some treks and very, very nice people in Brazil. Very friendly people. Reactor boosts, okay. Speedy map. I love these road borders. Yeah, these ones are the best ones yet, I think. Oh, okay. Up or down. Let's go up. Try to. Maybe I don't have the speed. Are they gonna go up there? The best runs? Maybe. Complicated map. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm not sure if this is copying one of the Trackmania Grand League identities. I don't think so. Maybe some other map. So what do we think about this one? This is the most unique one yet. Completely different driving style. Lots of crazy things happening. Reactor boost flights everywhere. But what a vibe. What a vibe, guys. Now this one for the players to practice, like getting all the zoops accurately, they're gonna have a hard time, I think. Because the reactors on the... Oh, we gotta check out the visuals too, I forgot. Yeah, reactors on the surface is very prone to flying, to getting boosts. You hit one pebble or you crash one ledge on the sand and the car kind of lifts already. Oh my. And then we set up wide. And then we snipe the finish. 106! Okay. We got the parrots. We've got the monkeys. Was that a koala? Oh my god, what was this called again? It's the dance they do that's like pretend fighting. Capoeira, yeah. And it has this cool instrument as well that's native to Brazil. And of course, Joga Bonita. They made the football the whirl, that's kind of nice. And this is so cool as well, with like the different cultural outfits. Carnival, oh yeah, it's the carnival outfits, of course. Okay, I gained 1 second, there's how many to go? Oh, 8? Fantastic. No, like this is crazy. I'm so skill issued. I'm so skill issued. This map is the hardest one, for sure. It's kind of a shame, I think, because this is a map with the coolest vibe, no doubt. But it's gonna be the least liked in this campaign, I think. It's just not very pleasant to drive. It's funny, but it's like if you want a result, if you want a medal, skill issue, and then lots of reactor flights. And I don't think they made this one very forgiving. We'll see, like this was not half bad, right? Again, I touched, but not half bad. You could say I've maybe lost 2 seconds so far. Where are the other 8? A 6 for 8-second gain. Nah. Guys, I'm even struggling to get gold. I'm ranked 39 in the world and I don't have gold medal. Who drove this author time? I'd like to know respectfully who drove this author time. And congratulate them on an incredible run. Cause what on earth? But no, okay, so there is something going on that I'm seeing. It won't solve my problem, but I'm sliding because I have wet tires on water. Yeah, 4 seconds behind. I mean, it's in this part here. I think if I stay a bit higher to the right, I won't have wet tires for this part. So now, here. Yeah, I didn't touch. And I'm gaining a lot, okay? I mean, do you literally... Is there a chance you just... Okay, I can gain a lot there, though. 0.4 behind. To 0.1 ahead. Another small improvement. But not clean enough. Not clean enough throughout. Oh, what a line. Okay. Yeah, that has to be the approach. Look at that. And the start we're now playing against was ahead of the other one, so this is very fast. Okay. All right. Okay. My impression is beautiful track, but that author time is diabolical, man. That is a crazy author time. I beat it at least, but wow. That was not easy, guys. That was really not easy. If you're going for this, I really wish you the best of luck. You gotta learn the water parts. Greece. All right. I watched Greece recently. Wasn't as good as I remembered as a kid. But here we have a different Greece. Terrible, I'm sorry. With some Olympics, some Olympic statues. Of Zeus by the looks of it. Reset timer. Bro, that timer was not for that one map. That was for... It was for everything. You think I was stuck there for 1 hour? Maybe it felt like 1 hour. It's more like 25 minutes, I think. Not too bad. But difficult. Here, I think we're in for an easier one, right? Like, this one is surely easier than the previous. Maybe, if anything, only by the fact that this looks like normal driving. More than water flying. This looks familiar. It's not familiar. Outside banking here, probably, yeah. Outside throughout. What is this? Okay, just a little transition. Okay. This is unique. There is also a safe path. And you need every block, I'm guessing. Like, you can't skip anything. Like, you couldn't skip from here. Oh, okay. It's very close, actually. If the tree wasn't there, maybe. Can you skip here? No. Okay, I don't think you can skip a block. I think it's the sign that way. Oh, it's hard. What's this? No, this hasn't been in a Trackmania Grand League track, I don't think. So this is new. And that was a 1:22 no respawn timer. So that means we have some work to do, guys. I can now drift here and gain a ton of time. Gain nothing. I can get a better ice slide and gain a ton of time. Okay, we take those. Here, if I angle the car left, I'll gain a bit. This was pretty good in PB now. Not much to gain. Bit of hesitation through this. If we send it more, gain more time. Drift lower here to get more of the booster. Get higher up on the outside. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Apparently Brazil was just incredibly hard. This one didn't take that long at all. Yeah, that is the Winter 2026 campaign. So yeah, really cool campaign. I love the new visuals and, you know, the driving style is really fun. I think for starters, the, what was it, map 14 author time was pretty tough. And then as you get further, they get harder and harder. But it started with France author time being kind of hard, and then USA was pretty hard, but then Brazil was crazy. I think it's gonna work. They wanted to do this for the esports circuit, to have the esport maps as part of the game, where a lot of people will play them, so it's easier to compete. I think it will work. And there's so much other new stuff. There's apparently weekly shorts with the new aesthetics, and also a cup of the day with the new aesthetics. So guys, tons of content coming on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you learned, hope you guys can achieve your goals for the campaign. If it be all author medals, you have a challenge ahead. Thank you for watching, YouTube, and I will see you in another video. We're trying to post daily. Bye-bye, YouTube friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.